Hello, my name is Emily Cartwright, and this is Culinary 1310, Principle of the Plate. And today we'll be making black bean soup.
For my mise en place, I've got 12 ounces of black beans that were soaking overnight and then drained. Got canola oil, onions, jalapenos, ginger, allspice, thyme, salt, vegetable stock, sweet potatoes, brown sugar, green onions, and cilantro. So we're going to start off by heating the ounce of canola oil in a big pot, and we're going to toss in our onions and our jalapenos. We want to make sure that oil's hot, and we're going to cook these for about 10 minutes until they're nice and soft and tender. So after about 10 minutes, this is what our onions and our jalapenos look like. We're going to add in our soaked black beans, our 6 cups of vegetable stock. We're just going to stir that together and then add in our 2 teaspoons of salt, a half teaspoon of thyme, and a half teaspoon of ground allspice, as well as our ginger that we just freshly ground, about a teaspoon of that. There we go. And we're just going to stir that all together. We're going to bring this up to a boil, and then we're going to let it simmer for an hour and a half, just for those beans to start absorbing the liquid and become a little more tender. Now, after simmering for an hour and a half, we're going to go ahead and add in our sweet potatoes that were peeled and macédoined, 3 cups of them, along with a half a teaspoon of brown sugar. We're going to mix this together, and we're going to go ahead and let that simmer for 30 more minutes just to get those sweet potatoes tender. Now after 30 more minutes, this is what those look like. You can see those sweet potatoes really absorbed that. So we brought out a cup of this soup, and we're going to go ahead and blend it, or puree it, in other words. I'm going to add it right back into this soup. Now at this point, when you're mixing it, you're going to adjust the seasonings to how you wish. I added a little bit more salt, and then I added in the green onions and our cilantro. The green onions were cut at a bias, and then we've got the freshly chopped cilantro. Now mixing it in, adding a little more salt and some pepper from me. It tasted amazing. The texture wasn't off. You got the not overwhelming power of the allspice, but you could definitely have the little taste of it. These sweet potatoes gave it a little bit of sugar, and I decided to garnish with pineapple. So here I am. I do not have a grill cast iron, unfortunately, so I couldn't get those beautiful marks on them. However, I let those grill for a little bit as I began blading in warmed bowls. Now I do have 2 different color bowls here, only because I only have 3 of one kind. So I have my 3-ounce scoop, and I'm putting 2 in some scoop to make it a 6-ounce portion. Now here I have all 4 lined up in my warmed bowls, and I'm going to go ahead and add my garnish of pineapple. At first, adding the pineapple was a little weird to me, but it turned out tasting a little good. But next time I'll definitely add something that has a little bit of kick. Thank you.